Hiya, I'm Allison. I gave my game a makeover in time for a 4th of July. That's right, we're going to be celebrating the USA. So I've got all new icons and prompts to go with them. So there'll be stuff in there, military base, American history, or just our current culture. There's more to 4th of July than just fireworks and going out to a barbecue. We really have so much to be thankful for, going all the way back to the founding fathers, even before then, and for all of the military family and soldiers that have made our way of life possible. I know our way of life isn't perfect, we're not infallible, but I think we're very blessed and fortunate, and I like to reflect on that during July. It's kind of a tradition in my house. We watch like movies relating to American history. The Patriot, 1776 is a great one. Something to acknowledge all the sacrifice that has gone ahead of us to get us where we are today. I am going to spin 5 times. Plus, let's face it, I'll do an extra one if the game doesn't give me a firework up top. So those can be good or bad, because some of those fireworks can be a dud. All right, let's see what I'm going to be reading. And I am going to try my best to have all of my books set in the USA and by American authors. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to get a lot of history this month. Okay, ready for the first spin? Number 19. We've got Rosie the Riveter. Iconic in World War II, when women did what they could to help the war effort. And we have Women in Wartime. I know exactly what I want. I went to the library in anticipation of this, and I got Danielle Steele's Flying Angels. The bombing at Pearl Harbor changes Audrey's life because her brother had been stationed there and she had just gotten out of nursing school. So her and her friend enlist in the army to do what they can. And they become flight nurses along with, there's 6 women in total. And I believe this is based on a true story. So I am really excited to read about these women. They serve as bravely and tirelessly as the men that they're trying to help. They're there airlifting them out of the battle, and they're going to be tending to the wounded. So great start. I haven't read Danielle Steele in a very long time. So Flying Angels, that'll be my first book. So we have World War II, Pearl Harbor. And actually my grandfather was in the army, and he was sent there I think 3 days after Pearl Harbor. And he was in, I believe, 3 or 4 of the theaters he was in the Japan theater, and he was at like 3 or 4 of the worst ones. He got a Purple Heart. So yeah, very near and dear to me. Okay, so let's go on to Iconically American. And this is, anything that's just American. Salem Witch Trials, California Gold Rush, Paul Bunyan, any of that kind of stuff. Okay, let's see what the second spin will be. Number 6. We get an American tie, a little patriotic tie. Formal wear on cover. So, ball gown, a suit, any kind of formal wear. Let me see what I have. That's set in America by an American author. Preferably has some kind of historical significance. No, I'm not asking for much. I'm going to think about this one a little bit and come back to it. So I am proving to be very indecisive. The formal wear, that one's tripping me up. I do want to read America's First Daughter. This is about Patsy Jefferson, daughter of Thomas Jefferson, and how she, stepped into the role and helped his presidency and everything the whole gamut. But I have this in audio and it's 24 hours, and I don't know that I'm going to have time to sit and listen to that, because that's a lot of time, and I'm going to have probably another busy month. Plus, I'm doing a lot of nonfiction. So I'm not sure, because I really want to read. I've got Lily right behind me. I want to read John Adams by David McCullough. This is the book that the miniseries that was on HBO, or not mini, or the HBO series was based on, and I loved that. I read the first couple of pages in this, and it seems so good, but it's quite thick, and I want to be able to take my time with it, and I'm afraid if I do the 24, so I don't know. At this point, we're going to call this formal wear. You know, they didn't wear this in their everyday. This was more when they're dressing up. So I'm calling it that. So either be this or America's First Daughter. I don't know yet. So we're just going to leave that up in the air, and I will make my decision when the time comes. This is a library book, so I'm probably going to do this. It's there. Because I really want to get something on my list for the Founding Fathers and that whole time frame. So either way, that will fill it. So let's replace that with this little ball cap. Small town America. So something set in a small town. All the red, white, and blue makes me happy. Okay, let's spin. Number 19. We just got, of course, in my last game, I didn't forgot the doubles, and here I am getting it. I'm talking about the 72-hour readathon that I did. Because, look, we got Uncle Sam. Okay, Salem Witch Trials. I was at the library. I got this one, too. The Witches, Salem 1692 by Stacy Schiff. I read Cleopatra by her, and I really enjoyed it. This is actually nonfiction. It looks so good. So this is supposed to be a fresh view of the Salem Witch Trials. It's a dramatic history and a timeless thriller. Who or what drove a New England town to madness 3 centuries ago, resulting in the death of 19 men and women for witchcraft? The answers are astonishing. So I'm looking forward to this, because I think the last I had heard, they were blaming it on plant life that was causing like hallucinogenics. So I don't know, that had like hallucinogenic effects. So I don't know if there's any truth to that, or if I grabbed that. I don't know. Sometimes I make up random facts in my head. Okay, The Witches, Salem 1692 will be the one I read for that. Not a light reading month so far. Let's replace that. Let's put up this flag. Set in your hometown, state, region, etc. As close as you can get to home. Okay, let's spin again. Oh, I got a steamboat. A cozy mystery, you know, because going down the Mississippi River on a steamboat, it's just, that screams coziness to me. Okay, I think my challenge here will be finding a cozy mystery set in America, because I think all the ones I've been reading are over in England. I have the 1 2-part sugar, but that doesn't come out until the end of August. That's not going to help me. I know. I don't think it gets any cozier than Nancy Drew. Even though these are in a fictitious town, these are definitely in America. And like I said, it doesn't get any cozier than Nancy Drew. And it also takes us back to, I believe, the 40s is when this series started. So there we go. Go imaginary little trip down the Mississippi reading Nancy Drew. Okay, let's replace that. Let's do a grill because, 4th of July, we do like our grilling. Has a chef, professional, or hobby? So that could be baker or anything like that. All right, let's spin again. This would be my 5th spin already. Number 10. I got good old George Washington, a reluctant hero, which he definitely was. And I really want to read something about the founding fathers. So it's my chance to find something with them in it. Okay, the reluctant hero. That one got me because I really want to read 1776 by David McCullough. Do you see a theme here? And I already have 2 nonfictions, so I think I'm going to go with Tom Clancy Patriot Games. It's part 2 in the Jack Ryan series. Jack Ryan is definitely a reluctant hero, and we still have the whole American theme. Jack Ryan was a desk analyst at the CIA, and he ends up finding himself out in the field. And he doesn't want to be there, but every time he steps up and gets everything done that needs to be handled. So this one, we've got terrorism over in, I think it starts out in London, but they end up back in the States. Part 2, and I think I'm going to go with this. He definitely fits the reluctant hero. Let's go ahead and replace that. Let's put up the White House. All Hail the Chief. Related to president. So this will be fiction or historical fiction. Whichever. Nonfiction. So anything presidential related. I mean, anything that has a president. Yeah, get it. And that's there for Phoenix Rose. Okay, I didn't get to do fireworks and I got it. So we're going to spin again and see what I get from up top. If it does land on 1, I have to do 1. Otherwise, we're just going up top. I always forget to say that. Okay, so number 20, we just go to 5 and we keep looping. So that'll take us to actually number 20. Number 5. Okay, we get this. Attend 4th of July party. Remove any book at end. Can save. So I'm not going to be reading. I'm going to a party. I don't know that I want to remove any. I like this list. I don't want to. But I can save it. I do like that. So I can save this for my normal. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save it. Okay, I was tempted to spin again, but I'm not going to. Because I still have to get my extra challenges, which, by the way, I'm almost caught up with. I just like 1 more book for Buzzword. And I think we'll try and work this in again. We've also got to set up a Aurelium this month. Okay, I'm not spinning again. Okay, I think I did pretty good. I've got 2 nonfictions, a Nancy Drew, and historical fiction, and a thriller. So it's a pretty good mix. Very USA based, which is what I wanted. I do have to pick out at least, I think it's actually 8 more books for my extras to finish catching up on those. So I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do 1 out of 3 for that or not, because I do have some books I definitely want to read this month. So we will see how that goes. I will be back in just a couple of days with a bonus round of Just Spin It July 4th edition for Phoenix Rose to help pick some books for them to read in July. And I know I'm going to be playing the bingo again if things work out right, because we also have to set up for Aurelium for the fall semester in August. So it's going to be another busy month. I hope you'll come back and see how things go for me, and be sure and subscribe if you are so inclined. All right, y'all have a great 4th, and I'll check you next time. Bye now.